Hey guys, Rick Payway for Gone Jeepin'. I'm here with Greg Henderson, unofficial use only.
And Gone Jeepin'.
And Gone Jeepin'. And we are out here in the middle of nowhere, Nevada at the Nellis Dunes. And what's really cool is what Greg has built behind us. Check it out. This is, what would you call this?
Well, I called it the JTE.
I like it.
So, because it started as a 4xe.
Right.
And then we took a little magic pixie dust and turned it into that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
JTE.
Yeah, JTE.
Amazing.
So it's the only, technically, I mean, it's a one of one, but it's the only 4xe that's a pickup truck, so JTE kind of works.
Right.
And it's the only two-door in the world other than the one that Mopar built.
Right.
That was blue. I forget the name of that one, though.
Yep.
It was beautiful, and that was kind of part of my inspiration. And usually I do that. I kind of take a lot of inspiration from the high-end Mopar builds because they're always so beautiful.
Right. This is absolutely beautiful. It came out great.
Thank you.
And, I mean, we're out here with Tread Lightly, so this is a 50.
Yeah, it's the 50 for 50. So basically, Tread Lightly and Quadratec got together, and they're sponsoring, Quadratec's helping sponsor 50 trail cleanups. So a trail cleanup in one of every 50 states.
Right.
So as you walk around it, you'll even see on the back, there's a map of the U.S. And right now it looks like, the map looks like what it'll look like at the end of the year. So it's all blue. But,
So you're trying to put little stickers like
Yep,
the
so-
little magnets?
Yep, so every time they
Okay.
do another trail cleanup, they'll put a new decal on.
That would be perfect.
But yeah, they did that, and they just wanted something that would grab a lot of people's attention.
Well, I think already it's grabbed a lot of people's attention. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
keep people away from
Yeah.
it. So here's the cool part. Greg is here. He built it. He's going to tell us exactly what's it all about,
Yeah, sure.
other than the electric motors, which are stock.
So, and the electric motors, I can't really tell you much about because they're stock, and I'm not an electrician. But I will tell you that the battery under this scared me. It was the scariest part of any build I've ever done.
Yeah.
So the battery that sits under the rear seat, it's just under 400 pounds.
Yep.
And when you disconnect it, it's like a 48-page novel that you get from Mopar
Yeah.
to tell you how to. I had to buy lineman's gloves because apparently the discharge on that can be so rapid, even somebody within like 10 feet can get a zap.
Stand back.
Right. So that scared me more than anything.
Yep.
And it was actually kind of a funny story. So that battery, when we pulled it out, cut the Jeep in half, got ready to start doing the fabrication, and I originally was going to put the battery behind the seats. And then it eventually worked that we didn't put the battery behind the seats. We ended up putting it back in its factory location. So I had to weld the whole floor back in. But,
Awesome.
But I did that so that I could use the body mounts to support the battery.
Well, one thing about the factory location for the batteries is that it is down and low and gives
Yes.
the whole vehicle a better CG and makes it, as far as the stock model, really makes it quite a better wheeler with that
Yeah.
extra weight down low.
Yep, it's so the battery's like 400 pounds, and then
Yeah.
all the rest of the electronics, which are down there too, it ends up being 800 pounds heavier than the Rubicon, same vehicle.
Right. So your performance specs are going to be about the same,
Yeah.
if not better.
Yep. So yeah, we did a few different things. The color, it's a custom color, which is pretty beautiful. I don't know what to say about the custom color other than
Does it
it's
have a
custom.
name?
It does not have a name. It has not been named yet.
All right. Send us your names.
Yeah, send us your names. Pick up, it's green, but it's got
Quadratec
some
green.
pearl and it's got some glass and it's got a few other things. It's very close to the Quadratec green. I used their Pantone color to find it, but that ended up being a Land Rover color. And then we tweaked it a lot to get it a little custom.
It's custom. It's good. All right.
On the hood, you'll see it's 50 for 50 for Quadratec. We talked about that. All the real magic starts when you get about here. So the roll bar, had to cut through that. That's the worst roll bar to ever cut through. If you have to, it's called Bora steel, which is like an armored steel. And it decimates whatever cutting tool you use. But this is a Gladiator cab closeout, which would normally be, way back here. So we took an actual Mopar Gladiator cab closeout, trimmed it, sectioned it, and made it fit in the right location. Same with the top. This was originally a Gladiator top, but after the cutting and splicing, I think this was 9 pieces that had to be put back together to make it fit. But the Freedom panels work, so everything works just like factory, and that's kind of one of the things I really push for. The bed, we stretched the bed 10.5 inches. So it's a Gladiator bed that somebody had bought one of those, the Moto-Built beds, the short ones, And so we bought this from him. And right about here, I cut the end of it off and I stretched it 10.5 inches and reshaped everything. Sits on the factory JL chassis. So there's no stretch or anything to the chassis. We did do a little frame extension at the back to work with the length of it. And then the rear bumper was the last really big part of fabrication. This is a JL bumper, and I cut it and Frenched it and reshaped it to fit really tight on that. But
And you kept the stock Rubicon drivetrain.
100% stock Rubicon drivetrain. They did add the new Link suspension. It's a Quadratec suspension.
Right.
So they added that. It's a 2-inch lift. And these are, I actually really love these. So the flares front and rear, these are Quadratec flares, and they give you a little bit more clearance than a Rubicon, but they're still a form plastic.
And they're 37s.
Yeah, these are 37s, and these are just off-the-shelf Lynx wheels from Quadratec.
Yeah.
And I think the bronze paired really well with the green. That was a fun one. When they sent these to me, it was because I was going to paint them. But once I got it near the green, there was no way I could paint these bronze wheels. They're beautiful.
Yep, it's a good match. Yeah, the whole thing.
And then
looks like
this is an
like
off-the-shelf Maximus 3 roll bar, but I did have to stretch it the 10.5 inches as well. But yeah, do you have any like direct hard-hitting questions?
Yeah, I'm looking at the front, and that's a big bumper.
Yeah, so that's a Carnivore bumper. It's another Quadratec product. So Quadratec makes that bumper.
Well,
they make
yeah.
the rear too. I just
But
reshaped it.
what's cool is that it just blends all in.
Yeah. Well,
Did you see so many that it looks like something's been stuck on the front and just
and
not ugly?
So they actually make this in multiple shapes. They do a stubby and a mid and a full.
Yeah.
They sent me the small one first, and when I put it on, I said, nope, it has to flow with the vehicle. So I'm glad that you recognize that.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. That's some good flow. And I'm looking at everything. Quadratec here and there, and you name it.
Yeah, we pretty much used as many Quadratec parts as we could. The seats are cat skin leather. In fact, that's a custom pattern just for electric vehicles. So, and they're debuting it here at SEMA. So there's a
That's really
vehicle
nice.
in their booth in this one.
And if you look closely,
Those are your flip-flops. And
you
look.
never know when you're going to change things. There you go.
Yep.
You have to be in style. Really a good looking ride.
Thank you. So, and I've said this on videos before, but when Rick comments on and gives any type of accolades towards my builds, I get really excited because he was one of my heroes when I got into off-roading. So hopefully, he's still a lot of people's heroes, but maybe one day I'll be a hero to somebody.
Oh, you already are. And then with Quadratec teaming up
Yeah.
with Tread Lightly, that's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a great idea.
Yep. They're really pushing too. And the whole goal is, get out when you're on the trail, because we all love the trail. When you're on the trail, clean up. Don't wait for an event like this. If you see somebody else's garbage, pick it up, right? All we can do is help keep these trails open for us.
Look at this.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Under your foot too. Right there.
Oh!
But stuff like this, every trail in the country, you find it. And this is clearly probably not an off-roading thing because that looks like 9mm.
Yeah.
But just when you find it, pick it up, throw it in the back. And that's one of the reasons we did the pickup truck, was just for this. When they're on the Tread Lightly things,
There's
you
it.
take your garbage,
Pick it up.
you throw it in the back. You take it with you, right? Even if it's not your garbage, if it's somebody else's.
So there's
Open
the
the door.
JTE.
Door's open.
Put it in.
No, he wanted me to open the door.
Open the door.
Oh, I know what you're digging at. So, Liam Lafferty, who's filming us, we worked on a project together, and I think we want to get your opinion.
Oh
So
my.
you've driven in JKs and JLs, correct? At least once or twice?
A couple times, yeah.
So the door pockets, what do you think about those, that mesh?
Some's good, some's not so good.
What do you think about this? So this is one of the first prototype. We figured we'd show it up at SEMA.
I like that one. It's not mesh.
No, it's not
So
mesh.
it's not catchy and
It'll never
everything.
sag, and it's literally designed to fit flawlessly and look like a factory part. Now I added some custom paint to this one, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
your
you
reaction
know-
kind of is important.
they're all good. Some's just better than others.
Right.
This is one that's better than others.
So yeah, and I had to gratuitously tag it with my own logo.
Of course.
But
You're into branding a bit, yeah.
well, I have to be.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's sharp. JTE, good job.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get some actual action shots of this today.
Yeah, definitely like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you're thinking about these builds and everything else that you see on Gone Jeepin'.
And these. And the color.
Oh yeah, you got to name the color.
Name the color.
We'll pick a name Friday if we get a bunch of them.
Cutie green? Quadratec green? Cutie green? I don't know. Give us better ideas.
Yeah.
Till next time.